channel. In this video, once again, I want to take you through how to use Apollo, which is a powerful sales intelligence and lead generation tool that you can use to essentially generate leads in any industry for free. So I've personally been using this tool for about 2 years now for the previous company I worked for, and then also for my own business purposes as well. I'm mostly using it to arrange media collaborations at hotels around Asia, specifically Thailand. And so I've got the website pulled up here, link in the description below, where you can create your free account and get started with Apollo. So yeah, this is a really powerful tool. You can read through the website, but yeah, it says here, find and close your next deal. They've got 275 million contacts from 73 million companies, and you can get started for free. All you have to do is click to sign up, enter your work email address, and you're off to the races. You can read through this website for more details, but yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of different things you can do with Apollo. And one of the reasons I like it is because it allows me to generate leads without spending a bunch of money on advertising. Let's say Facebook ads or Google ads. A lot of times I really see very little return on investment from my ads. Whereas for Apollo, this is a cold email platform. And yeah, like I say, it's completely free to get started. They also have paid plans as well, which you're more than welcome to check out on the pricing page. It starts at $59 per month and then goes up to the sky's the limit. But yeah, organization level is $149, professionals $99 per month. And they have the yearly plan as well if you want to save, but then you obviously have to pay for the entire year. But yeah, as you can see, lots of different things you can do with this, and you can send your emails through Apollo as well. So it's just, they've got the automated sequences that you can create, and you just set it and forget it. It's automatically sending emails all day throughout, whatever your sending schedule is, right? So first, you're going to want to create your free account. You can sign up for Apollo free forever. You just click this, enter your email address. You can sign up with either Google or Microsoft or your work email. And then once you create your free account, you will be presented with this dashboard right here. So this is what you see when you first log into Apollo. And essentially right off the bat, this is your home screen. This is where you're going to see how many emails you've delivered throughout the week. So this week I've sent 142 emails. This is my open rate, which definitely could be better. It's down like 7% this week versus the previous week. So I need to figure out how to get that up a little bit. And then here's the email replies, 9%. And then the calls over here. I don't call anybody from Apollo. I actually need the paid plan in order to do that. So I'm strictly using it for sending emails. Below that, we can look at search. This is where you're going to be spending, the majority of your time within Apollo in order to actually find the leads. So let's say I want to find, let's say hotels in Bangkok, for example, which is something I'm actually doing right now. So I could just type in Bangkok, and then I can come down here and enter in the industry. So here for industry, I'm going to enter in hospitality. Right there. And by the way, I also have a free training as well, link in the description below, where you can get access to the full training. In this video, I'm just going to be going over the basics. But if you want the full training, link in the description below. So now that's pulled up 8,300 contacts, as you can see here. These are all of the hotels that they have in their database in Bangkok. But I also want to make sure to select over here under email status, I need to turn on likely to engage and verified, because I only want to find people with verified email addresses. This is going to help with the deliverability rate of your emails and make sure that they're not going into spam. There's some other things you can do to protect against that as well. But yeah, so I'm going to hide the filters for now so we can see the entire page here. And as you can see, we've got 3,500 contacts. I can easily access anybody's email here just by clicking this button. I'm not going to do that in this particular video because these are like private emails, so I don't want to display them live on YouTube. But then there's one other thing we need to also set up, because as you can see, these are like pastry chefs and culture managers, and here's a founder. I want to make sure to set the job titles as well. So I'm going to click on show filters here. There we go. And now I can come down to job titles, and let's say I only want to find sales managers, right? So I could just type in sales manager here, and then it will only show me the hotels in Bangkok and specifically the sales managers, right? So as you can see, this is a very powerful tool. There's a lot of different things that you can do with it. I've kind of just barely scratched the surface, I think, of what Apollo is capable of, but I just use it for the things I need it for, right? So here we go. We've got, this is a hotel in Bangkok. We can also see more information about it. If we click here, it will pull up all the information, like how many employees they have. If they're already in one of my email sequences, that's displayed here as well. So we can do research on these different companies in addition to generating the leads and sending the emails. I'll also show you how to create the sequence a little bit later in this video as well, so continue watching for that. So let's go back to our leads list. This is the people finder. And you can also do this for businesses too. It can be B2B and B2C. So up here, if you want to search for companies versus people, you can do that as well. But in my case, I really want to go after the customers, not so much the businesses, right? So here's a person. You can also see their LinkedIn here as well if you want to connect with them on LinkedIn. They've got the website, Facebook, Twitter, everything here you can easily find. And yeah, if I did want to find this person's email, I could just click on access email and it will pull it up within a few seconds. And now if I want to actually add these people into a list, which I'll show you how to create a little bit later, I can just come through and check these people. We have to be a little bit selective of who we're actually reaching out to. I don't want to reach out to some of the people I've already contacted, obviously, although it's not really the end of the world. But yeah, so I've selected 5 people now, and if I want to add them to the list and the sequence, I just click on this blue button right here to save people, and I can easily add them to one of my lists. So as you can see, I have multiple different lists here because I'm reaching out to hospitality contacts in many different countries. But in this case, I just want to add them to the Thailand list, right? These are hospitality contacts in Thailand. And then I can also add them to the sequence. So I've got 2 sequences. On the free plan, you can only create 2 sequences. That's the max. And if you want more, you can obviously upgrade to the paid plan, $59 per month. So yeah, I'm just going to add them into that sequence and into the list quickly and easily. I just click save. And then you can also export them to a CSV file as well if you want to do that. But I almost never do that. I just add them into the sequence. And then it's going to start sending emails to these people. You can see it's also displayed their phone number over here too. If you want to contact them via phone, you can also do that as well. I don't really like calling people up on the phone. I'd much rather just send them an email. So that's what I'm using Apollo for. So now I've just added those contacts into the list, and you can access your list up here under saved list right here. And so these are all of my different lists. You can see how many contacts each one has. Thailand has about 576. I can click on the list of the hospitality contacts in Thailand, and it will pull up all of the contacts right here. So these are all of my saved contacts. Sometimes it takes a little bit long, but yeah, you can see all of them right here. and then I can display their email. If I want to find the email of this person, there it is. But yeah, for the most part, they've already been added into the sequence. So the emails are just going to be sending automatically every weekday, chances being. I just send them Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, and you can also set the time zone as well. So you make sure you're sending them at the correct time zone for the country that you're sending to, right? So that's it. And yeah, so you've got your list, and then you also have your sequences. So we can expand out this navigation, and then we can come over to sequences here. This is another very important piece of Apollo. You can generate the leads, and then you can also send the emails automatically through Apollo as well. If you want to create a new sequence, you just come up here. But as you can see, I'm on the free plan, which only supports up to 2 sequences. So I can't actually add more than 2. But if I wanted to, I can upgrade to the basic plan. Or I can also delete this one if I really wanted to. But I don't have to do that. This one's paused. As you can see, I can easily activate the sequence by clicking this slider button right here. But I don't really want to be sending this one. I only want to send to the hospitality contacts, right? So I've got the hotel collaborations sequence here, and as you can see, it's sending an email basically 30 minutes right after I add the contact to the list. So I choose to wait 30 minutes just in case maybe I want to remove one of the contacts or something. I still have enough time to do that. You can also send it immediately after the contact is added to the sequence, but I choose to wait like 30 minutes before sending the emails. And so I've got one email that sends 30 minutes after they're added to the sequence, and then one email that sends 3 days after. So this is the follow-up email. You have to make sure to follow up with them at least once, ideally 2 or 3 times, right? But for me, I'm just following up once, and then if they don't respond, I don't send them another follow-up message because I don't really want to be bothering these people too much. They're obviously busy. They've got other things to do. So yeah, I just choose to follow up that one time, and then that's it. But if I do want to follow up again, I can add another step here, and I can say, okay, wait another 5 days, and then send an additional follow-up message, right? That's easily doable through Apollo. But for the most part, this is the most important email that goes out right here. And this script I've been using pretty much verbatim for 3 or 4 years now, and it seems I have fixed it up a little bit, but it seems to work pretty well. So you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I just choose to continue using the same script. And for the subject line here, you can see media collaboration with, and then it inserts the name of the company. So this is pretty important because you're going to want to make sure that your subject line is different, a little bit different. Otherwise, it could get flagged as spam, and then you're going to be going into the spam folder, which is something you definitely don't want. So I recommend, making this unique every time. So I just insert the name of the company, and then you can also preview it here as well. You can see exactly what it's going to look like just using some previews from your list. And yeah, it's also going to, that's kind of weird, Michigan State University. That's where I went to school. I'm not exactly sure why this person is in my list. That's kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, so it inserts the name of the company here. It inserts them in the subject line, inserts their first name. Obviously, that's super important because you want to personalize the email. And it also inserts the name of the company down here in this particular case as well. And then this is how I usually end the emails. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Please reply this email if you're interested in collaborating together on this project, right? And then it inserts my signature at the end. And that's it, right? So that's it. You can also use AI as well. So you can personalize the email with AI. They have some things you can do there. You can rephrase it. you can analyze the email content as well, which I haven't actually done yet, but that's interesting. So you can actually see ways to improve your email, which is something I should probably do. It's recommending different things, like apparently I don't have a pain point in the email. There's no call to action, which there is a call to action. I would say please reply to this email. Engagement, it says it's a bit unclear, not personalized, not interesting, no social proof, which is something I should probably include. But yeah, reading level, it should be more simple for the reading level. So yeah, these are ways that you can actually improve your email, which it looks like I should probably do, because right now it's only at 28%. So definitely could be better, but the subject line is good. It's the ideal length, 4 words, mobile friendly, and yeah, it also gives recommendations. It says I have long sentences as well, so maybe I could fix that up a little bit, which I can do later. But that's basically how you can set up the email sequence. And again, this is automatically running pretty much all hours of the day. You can also set the time zones here as well by coming over to settings. And so in this case, I'm using the Thailand time zone because I'm sending to Thailand, obviously. So it's every weekday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can also set triggers, number of emails to send in a 24-hour period, all this stuff. And you can also display all your contacts. So in total, I've got, looks like 1,500 contacts in this sequence. I'm approaching about 300 at the moment. I've got about 188 replies. So if I want to go through my replies and reply to these people, I can easily do so from here. I think I just click here and it will bring up the contact. So this person works at Wyndham Hotels in, chances are, Bangkok, I would think. And there's their work history. Here's the sequence, so you can easily see like what the email thread is looking like. So yeah, this person has replied and it says finished. So they finished the sequence in this case. So yeah, and then I can easily go through and just read the entire email chain. And yeah, this is actually a collaboration I'm going to do in Hua Hin with a hotel over there. So they are interested. I think that the latest email is at the top. So yeah, they're going to arrange the booking. So they're basically making the accommodation for me at the Wyndham Hotel in Hua Hin next month, or actually later this month, August 18th till the 21st. So this is how I'm using Apollo. Obviously, you can use it to do whatever you want, but I'm specifically using it to arrange media collaborations at hotels. These are mostly luxury 4- or 5-star hotels because I've got a very large following on Facebook, to a certain extent YouTube, and I'm just reaching out. And then I also can upsell them on virtual tours as well. Working with my business partner, I can obviously send leads to this guy. And if they're able to close the deal, I'll most likely get a commission as well. And, I was doing the lead generation for this company for about a year as well, specifically using Apollo. So I definitely know what I'm doing. And again, if you want to watch the full free training, link in the description below where you can access that. And yeah, I want to go through this as well, setting up your mailbox, because this is also really important. So I can actually link multiple mailboxes, but on the free plan, I'm only allowed to link one mailbox. The basic plan, also one mailbox. I would have to have the pro plan to set up 5 mailboxes. But in my case, all I really need is one email inbox, one email mailbox, right? So I've got this one. This is my mailbox for my photography business. It's a professional account. I've set everything up like the DKIM and all those things that you need to set up to have to optimize your deliverability rate. And as you can see now, my deliverability score is at 84.8%, which is really good. Hopefully it will be at 100% relatively soon. And this mostly comes from sending a lot of emails and making sure that everything's set up correctly from like a technical point of view. So you want to make sure to be using, ideally not using Gmail, because you can get penalized for using Gmail. You want to make sure to have like a professional work email address that's set up through your domain provider, right? And if you have any questions about any of this sort of stuff, just drop a comment down below. I know how to set all this stuff up. So my deliverability rate is really low. That means most of the emails are going straight into the inbox. They're not going into the spam folder, which is exactly what I want. And yeah, so that's great. And yeah, so if you want to set up your mailbox, you have to do so under settings. You can fill out all of this information. You can't actually, on the free plan, do the open and click tracking, unfortunately. You need to upgrade to do that as well. So that's like $59 a month, which is really not that much if you think about it. And then you can also add the unsubscribe link in there as well, which legally speaking, you should have an unsubscribe link in all your emails. But for some reason, they've now locked that down, so you can't actually do it on the free plan. You need to upgrade to add the unsubscribe links, which is a little unfortunate. But I can also check out my mailbox health here as well. I have bumped up the number of emails I'm sending now to 100. It was 50. So it says my sending limits are too high. For better deliverability and reputation, please use Apollo's default limits. So I should probably lower that actually, because I don't want my deliverability rate to get lower. I want it to go higher. So I'm just going to lower that from 100 to 50. And then I can come over to my sequences here, and then I can just disable this and then turn it back on again so that it will use the lower number of emails per day. So yeah, they recommend, 30 to 50. When you're first getting started, I recommend like 10 emails. You don't want to go much more than that because that could hurt your deliverability rate. You can also see here my email. I may need to fix up the DMARC records or something, but overall the SPF is good. The DKIM is looking good as well, and then maybe I should fix up the DMARC. But other than that, everything looks good, right? And I've also got a tracking domain set up as well, which helps with the sending. You can see it's healthy. So yeah. Very, very powerful tool. Highly recommend getting started with Apollo because it's completely free. You don't have to spend a bunch of money that you most likely don't have on advertising with Facebook or Google. You can just use Apollo and send the cold emails for free. Generate leads in any industry. So if you want to sign up, I've got an affiliate link in the description below. You're more than welcome to sign up. And again, let me know if you have any questions. I'll also include a link to my free training down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Peace from Thailand.